Hello, friends. Okay, so I'll wait for everyone to get here and then we'll get started. I am really excited for this live. I feel like this is something that I've been asked to do for a long time, and I was trying to think of like the best way to do this, but I think I figured out what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the shopping link right here in the comments. So this is where you can shop all of the beauty products that I'm going to be sharing. You'll just head to my blog, rayahope.com, and then you'll click on Shop Beauty. That will take you to my unique website. And that's where you can shop everything, but make sure you have your comments on, because during the live, I'll also be leaving you guys links in the comments for you guys to copy and paste into your phones or wherever you are watching from, so that way you can like go back later and you can finish watching the tutorial. But as a reminder, make sure to comment color match in the comments if you need any help picking out your shades of foundation. All I need from you, which you could just do this also if you're like, I don't want to comment color match, I just want to message you, totally fine. Just tap on my face, a description window is going to come down. You're going to see my name, Raya Hope. Click on Raya Hope, it will take you to my Facebook page, and that's a way to be able to message me. And all I need from you is a selfie facing a window. So if you just face a window and take a picture like this of your face, that way I can see the best, truest form of your skin tone, and that way I can give you an accurate recommendation. So either comment color match and or just private message me and I will respond. I'm still working through my emails. I was out of town for a little bit, so I am a little bit behind if you guys message me, but I hope to catch up today. But ask anyone. I'm pretty good at responding to any and all messages. So if you haven't received a message from me, if it's been days, weeks, make sure to send me another message. Call me out. Say, hey girl, I messaged you. Because sometimes I'm a mom. My kids have my phone. Maybe they opened the message on accident. So reach out to me, please. And there's also an option to be able to message me here, rayahope.com as well. I have a little contact sheet there, so that's always an option as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited for today's live. Like I said, we are going to be focusing all on mature ladies. And when I say mature, I mean, oh, I love that one, Rhonda. I mean, if you have fine lines, if you have wrinkles, if you have textured skin, if you are just looking for a good makeup tutorial, if you are over the age of 30, I feel like we all fall into this category of kind of playing off what hands were dealt with our skin as we get older. So I'm going to be going over the best foundation and coverage for that, and I'm also going to be talking about a really pretty easy lip look for that, and then we're also going to be talking about hooded eyes and what would be a really pretty and very complimentary eye look to do for hooded eyes. So very excited. I hope you guys go ahead and click that share button bottom left hand corner. All you have to do is click that button and it will give you the option to tag a friend, or you can save it on your wall. I really hope you guys do click that button, because this is my small business and I cannot thank you guys enough for liking and commenting and sharing, because that's the name of the game. That's how I gain more customers, more viewers, and expand my network. So I just want to say like a personalized thank you to you guys who are clicking and telling your friends and sharing my website with them. So just thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm being very like broad with that. I don't feel like I'm quite in the mature skin category. I'm 32, but you can't like judge based on that. You don't know like if someone grew up in, let's say, like somewhere where it was really, really hot and they're in the sun a lot. So it just kind of just differentiates on what your skin is like. So, yeah, I hope that helped. Yes, yay, I'm so excited. I hope you guys gain a lot of insight from this tutorial, and you go ahead and click that share button bottom left hand corner. I also did want to let you guys know that top right hand corner, you can click those three dots and you can actually turn on live notifications. That way when you if you don't see me live, it'll alert you for when I go live. And then also there's another option that they just made on Facebook, and I'm actually doing a really fun little challenge if you were to avoid a word so I don't get flagged here on Facebook. But if you go to Raya Hope and you scroll down, you'll see it. You can go ahead and turn on the notifications on my page. Raya Hope is a better way to do it. You can like set me as a favorite. and it'll alert you even better. So make sure to check out that challenge because I'm going to be rewarding you guys for doing so. So make sure to check that out on my page. I'll go ahead and type it out in the comments, like details on that. But also make sure you follow me over on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope, and I'm also doing a really fun challenge to also, if you subscribe to my blog, so rheahope.com, scroll to the very bottom of the website and you'll see an area to subscribe. It has a little blue area on there. Enter in your name, your email, and it will ask you if you want to subscribe to the blog, which I don't spam you. I don't do anything like that. So, and you can like unsubscribe at any time too. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I think most of us are here. Make sure to say hello if you haven't yet. And then make sure if you are new, you go ahead and hashtag newbie in the comments so I can welcome you. Really excited for today's live. Okay, so starting from the very beginning, what I have on my skin right now, because that's going to be a very important factor, especially with mature skin, fine lines, wrinkles, large pores, just troubled skin. So what I do is 3 products every morning. My first one is in my bathroom. I don't have it with me right now. Is called the Unique Eye Cream. The Unique Eye Cream, it's an eye cream. It has caffeine. It has peptides. It's extremely healing for your under eyes, dark circles, and fine lines, but it also helps to kind of tighten and tone this area up. So if you ever find that your concealer settles really a lot, make sure to check that out. Make sure to put that on beforehand, and that's the first thing you will use and put on. So the next product to make sure to do is that you use the setting spray. So this is called the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Spray. I'm sorry, Touch Behold Setting Spray, not translucent. So I spray this all over my skin and let it fully dry. This is going to begin to cap the pores, cap the creases. Welcome, Sheila. And begin to prime and prep our skin. Next product that I go in with is called our Mattifying Face Primer. This is going to be amazing. It blurs fine lines, it blurs pores, it has no silicone in it, so it's not drying. It's phenomenal for kind of masking redness and begins, again, to fill in those creases and gaps where otherwise your foundation may settle. After we've let the primer sit for 3 to 5 minutes, then I go in with my setting spray again. So I'll spray it over the primer. Welcome, thanks for being here. And this will set the primer. So we are fully primed and set before we put on any makeup at all. Okay, so to adjust your follow settings, go to Rhea Hope page on your Facebook app, click follow, and your follow settings should show up. You'll want to adjust them all to favorite. So Facebook knows that you want to see my posts, lives, etc. So make sure to do that. Send a screenshot that you have completed that in the post, and I will be selecting a person every 20 people. So excited. I love spoiling you guys. Okay, so now that we have our prime set, ready, all good, now I'm going to go in with my stick foundation. This is in the shade Lace. So what I love about the stick foundation, not only, look at how fast and gorgeous this coverage is. So I will go ahead and mark up most of my face with this, with the stick foundation. The stick foundation is going to not only be very moisturizing and hydrating for your skin, but it also is more of a medium to full coverage right off the bat. So instead of having to layer this up to get the good coverage, you're going to achieve that really quickly. I like to blend mine in with the blending bud. So these are amazing. They are a little bit more dense than your average beauty blender, but they don't soak up the makeup as much as a softer beauty blender would. They're made from a different material. They almost feel like a wetsuit material, but they're phenomenal. Message me if you guys need any help finding them on the website. They're kind of in an odd place. They're under sponges and applicators on the website, and these are phenomenal. You get 2 with them, the large and the small, and I'm going to go ahead and always blend down the neck no matter what, because you don't want it to sit and settle right along your jawline, because that's when you're going to get that mask look. Even if the foundation is a perfect match, you still will look a little silly if you're not blending it down all the way. So going over all of this, and this is not only going to compress the makeup down into place, making everything look super, super smooth. So there is kind of a first layer, if you will, of, again, the stick foundation. Hold on. Let's go ahead and block some haters. And Denise, I think you're wrong. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go in with just another little layer of the stick foundation. And I always like to go over like anywhere else that I need like a little extra coverage. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this out again, going over it a little bit. I was actually at a meeting this last week about comparison of brands, and you'd be very surprised at how amazing Younique is compared to other brands. But unlike some, I don't bash others. So we're just going to continue. So we're going to go ahead and just blend all this out all over. And now you can see just this gorgeous, soft, fully like full coverage, but hydrating and not drying and not cakey coverage. So again, that was the stick foundation in the shade Lace that I applied. And if you need to be color matched, go ahead and say color match down below and I'll private message you. I feel like I go here. I'll private message you. How to quickly pick the right color foundation. Darla, say color match and I will go ahead and message you a full recommendation. So now for concealer. So concealer can be a kind of tricky beast with the fact that you want the good coverage, but you don't want the cakiness or the lines, right? You want it to do what it's supposed to do. We want it to brighten and like tighten our under eyes, right? So this is right here, amazing, amazing, amazing concealer. So this is going to be called the Skin Solution Concealer, and we're going to use it in the shade Organza. So here's how you want to apply it to get the best like bang for your buck with your concealer. You're going to apply it downward, kind of like a little line there, and down a little line there. Okay, that's it. Then same thing over here, down, down. You can keep it handy if you want more. And now we're going to go in right here and go over with the blending bud, and now we're going to start to blend. Notice how I didn't go around here, we just blend it down, and then now we're going to start to slowly build. We're going to put it on our eyelid, and then we're going to go right underneath the eye. So doing it this method is really going to help not only elongate the under eye, but it's going to ensure that we don't have a ton of that product right underneath the eye, so it's going to not crease and look all crepey. Oh no, make sure, send me a message and I will help you figure that out. All right, and then same thing over here. Blend down, but this concealer is the concealer that has the caffeine infused in it. So it's not only going to nourish the under eye, provide incredible coverage, but it's also going to help to firm up the under eye. So if you struggle with under eye puffiness, it's phenomenal for that. And now we have just like gorgeous full coverage all over. Goodbye dark circles, goodbye discoloration. Make sure, Nancy, to take notes on this tutorial. I feel like this one will really help you. And then for the stick foundation, it's available right here, rayahope.com, and then you'll scroll down to where you see Shop Beauty, and that's where you can find all of the product. And again, if you need any help picking out your products or colors, just say color match down below, and I'll private message you and we'll get you fully set up with what colors you are. So we're going to go ahead and go in with the stick foundation now in the shade Chenille, and I'm actually going to use this for contouring. So going off of the mature skin, sometimes the best way to contour is not with a powder. Sometimes the best way to do it is with a cream, because it's going to, again, not only nourish the skin by being hydrating, but it's not going to fall into the fine lines you may have along your jawline. So this is not only going to warm up the complexion, making it look like it matches even better, but it's also going to provide, like, be that hydrator, but you get a gorgeous contour along with it. And look how just soft and beautiful that is. Isn't that a gorgeous contour? I really love doing this. And again, this is the stick foundation. So this is called the stick foundation in the shade Chenille, and it's the perfect color for contouring. Should the concealer be lighter? So I personally like using it lighter because it will brighten, but you don't necessarily have to. Make sure to comment color match down below to be able to get a full recommendation. Cassie, you can either message me on rayahope.com underneath the contact section, or you can comment color match and I will private message you here on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Your eye wrinkles are so much better. That's amazing. So you can actually use the same products you're using on that area that are working around the lips as well. Will the Uplift Beauty Oil help with acne scars? Yes, it is healing. I would also make sure to be using the brightening face mask. It's very healing for the skin. Okay, all the difference. Oh my gosh, right? The blending buds are phenomenal. I love the eye cream. I swear by it. Yes, it's just truly, it does work so well. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and set the area. So now I'm going to go in with the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. So here's where I kind of pivot. I have oily skin. I don't have mature dry skin. So for you ladies, you'll want to use this guy right here. This is the Prime to Set Powder. They're both the same. They both do similar things, but this one's gonna be better for dry skin because it has a water releasing technology in it. So it's actually going to help settle into the makeup really well. So another thing that I do is I go in with the Touch Behold setting spray and I'll spritz it on a dry blending bud. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the cap off mine. Now I use it in a baking technique, so that's why I took the cap off. But I go ahead and press my blending bud into that and then squeeze. I kind of like squeeze it over the pan so I don't have powder everywhere. And then we're gonna go in with this right where we use our concealer or wherever we get really oily. So if that's not you, if you don't get oily, if you don't get shiny, greasy, doesn't look like your makeup's coming off, then you can skip this step and I'll show you how you'll wanna set your makeup. So Trina, I would make sure to work your blending buds in. If you feel like they're too dense for you, I'd wash them like 3 or 4 times before using them to kind of break them in a little bit. I like to compare the blending buds to like your favorite pair of shoes. They might give you a blister the first time you wear them, but the more you break them in, the more they like morph to you, and then you're like, I could never live without them. That's the blending buds. So wash them a few times to break them in. And if you guys have any other questions, let me know. So I bake my concealer because I have oily skin. So what this is doing is it's drawing out the natural oils of my skin. So instead of those oils pushing against my foundation, being like, what's on your face? Get it off. And making your makeup look shiny or greasy, it's absorbing into that powder. So like I said, if you don't have oily skin, you could skip that step and you're going to go in with this. This is called the pressed powder. The brand new pressed powder is amazing. So this is in the shade Taffeta, and this comes with your little sponge there, but I don't recommend to use that unless you're not wearing any foundation but this. So you're going to go in with a big giant kabuki brush. I will leave you guys the comments, or I'll leave you guys the link in the comments. So we're going to bounce this off our pressed powder and we're going to go in all over, but we're going to kind of avoid the contour just slightly because we don't want to like overpower it and make it disappear. So we're going to go over with this. Now this is not only going to set your makeup. So like I said, if you have more mature skin or dry skin, you can set it with this pressed powder. And again, a lot of people are like, oh, I have mature skin, I have dry skin, I can't use powder. It makes me look cakey, powdery, doesn't look good. So what this does is this is going to not only set the makeup, so it will draw out any oils, but it also has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. So it's super nourishing, has a UV protectant infused in the ingredients. And it also, like I said, that shea butter is gonna be so hydrating and silky. It is the silkiest pressed powder ever. It's more of a light to medium coverage by itself. It is so, so good. Anyone can use it, even if you have dry skin. I should get tissues, but I just use paper towels because it's in my kitchen. Pressed powder is amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love the pressed powder. It's so, so silky soft. Okay. So now that we have our foundation, concealer all set up, so now I'm going to go in with my blush. So this is the blush in the shade Surreal. So who out there is not a huge blush girl? I definitely was not. I want something that's very soft and subtle, but doesn't make me look like I have blush on, if that makes sense. So introducing this color, this is the shade Surreal. So although it looks kind of purpley, it's not like that on the skin whatsoever. I'm going to go in with the setting powder brush and we're going to tap this into that product and we're going to smile and tap this onto the apple of the cheek working up to the hairline. So this color is so pretty on all skin tones. It has this really gorgeous sheen to it. So it actually gives you, it like raises your cheek structure up and gives you like a really pretty flush color to your skin without, again, overpowering the your face. It doesn't make you go like, whoa, nice blush. But you also don't look washed out from using your contoured and your concealers and your powders and things like that. So very important step, the shade Surreal definitely make sure to grab it. So down here, rayahope.com, that's where you want to shop, and you're going to click Shop Beauty, and then that's where you can find all the makeup I'm using. So the brand, Stephanie, is you can shop right here, rayahope.com, and then click Shop Beauty. It will take you to my site, and then that's where you can buy all the makeup. Everything has a love it guarantee, so you can return it if nothing works out for you. If you need any help picking out your products, you're like, I don't know what I need, but I want this. I want to look like this or anything. Just comment color match down below, and I'll message you. All right, so now for brows, I'm going to go in with the Spoolie Brow Artist Brush. And now all of these products I'm using are all available on the same one site, which is so awesome, especially if you're like me and you despise having to pay shipping on like 19 different websites. So we're going to take the angled side, and we're going to do the Brow Duo, which is a pomade and powder. I'm using the shade Brown. So we're going to go in with the angle side, tap it into the pomade or the wax, and tap it into the powder. And then we're going to go ahead and go very light-handedly and begin to etch it out. So if you're nervous for contouring, I feel like a really easy and subtle thing to do is what I did today. Totally feel free to share this tutorial on your Facebook wall, so that way you can watch it on the replay later, or later after I'm done. But the stick foundation, the shade Chenille, is a really good cream contour, and that's what I did today. It's very subtle on the skin. So I feel like if you are trying to look for something that's very natural looking for a contour to make your makeup look even better, I would try that. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the wax again and lay all this brow hair down. So for dry skin, if you experience your makeup moving around at all, I would do the Prime to Set powder. But if you are like, no, Rhea, like my skin is so dry, if I use anything else, it just looks and feels more dry, then I would do the stick foundation, and then I would set it with the pressed powder. All right, so same thing over here. I'm doing the same method, tapping it into the pomade, tapping it into the powder, and then making a little line here, making a little line on top, and then taking it to the arch and then back through. Now, the reason that I chose to use this product today for this tutorial is I feel like the pomade duo, the pomade and powder duo is the best option if you have hooded eyes and or mature skin. You're a little bit older, you don't want your brows to be like va-va-voom, but you still want them to like frame your face and complete the makeup look. This, I feel like, is the easiest tool to use. Gives you the most control over how much you're using, where it's going, and all of that. I'm using the shade Brown in my pomade and powder, both the shade Brown, and if you aren't sure what color you are in the brow products, just comment color match. For large pores, I would either do the spray foundation or the stick, yes. But I would definitely make sure that you're doing a pre-makeup routine. I feel like that is going to be even more important. If you have dry skin, you'll do the hydrating face primer and the setting spray beforehand. All right, so brows are done. Now we're going to go in with the eyeliner in the shade Pristine. Now this is going to be an important step with hooded eyes because the white eyeliner is going to play off. We're kind of playing with light. So it's going to play off that light, and it's going to give the illusion that your eyes look much larger and much wide awake. So we're going to go ahead and apply that on the water lines above and below. And this is just going to give your eyes a really fresh look. Okay, and then same thing on the top. And it's so creamy, stays on so well, so you never have to worry about your eyeliner like smudging or smearing or anything like that. So again, that was the shade Pristine in the eyeliner, and it's only $15, or you can get it on sale there's that hair tickling me, in the Eye Essential bundle. I'm actually going to do my mom's makeup soon, very soon. I'll be sure to kind of go over that and let you guys know. Okay, so now for lashes or eyes. So we're going to do a hooded eye tutorial. So a very common misconception about hooded eyes is that you can't wear false lashes. That is completely false. And in fact, I'm going to show you how and which to wear for the best look. So the first thing you're going to do is if you have straight lashes, you're going to curl them at this time. So you'll just apply your lashes inside the curler, and then you'll just squeeze 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you need more, I'd go back and do it again. I don't really have straighter lashes. I feel like the Esteem Lash Serum really helps with giving you a natural curl. But the curler is available by itself under accessories and or on sale in the August special in 2 or 3 of the bundles. So lash curler is amazing, so easy to use. So you'll do that, step 1. Step 2 is the dip and draw eyeliner. You'll want the shade Perfect because the magnetic liner is black. Also, it just helps the whole process. So you're going to place your finger on the outside of the eye and kind of pull back ever so slightly, and then you're going to draw a little line sticking as close to the lash line as possible. Just like so. And then the other side, kind of going for a little bit more. But I love this eyeliner. I feel like it's the easiest one I've ever used. Okay. Sorry about the Wi-Fi. All right, so went right over that liner with that. And now I'm gonna take my Twisted mascara and apply this on the lash line. This will help to remove any of the magnetic liner that may have gotten on your lashes, and it helps your lashes to match your magnetic lashes. So we're gonna do one very soft coat of that right over top. And now we're gonna go in with the magnetic liner. And we're gonna take this right here. And this is in the ones encouraging. And we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this one. I see that you guys can't hear me. I hope you guys can hear in a second. All right, can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna take your liner, or I'm sorry, your lashes, and you're gonna take it on your tweezers and hold them in the center. Oh yeah, you can hear me? Okay, good. And then you're going to place this in the center, just like that. Then I like to take my fingers and place it right over top, just like so. And there you have it. Now we have gorgeous lashes, and it really elevates the whole eye look. All right, so now we're gonna do this side.
Something just happened. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me still? It just disconnected and reconnected, so maybe it's better, but let me know. I'm trying not to speak because I don't know if you can hear me or not. Okay, so let them know I understand that there's no sound. We're going to continue and hope that it fixes. And so we put the magnetic liner over the regular liner because it helps to kind of track where you're putting it. And it helps the whole lash liner look to look straighter.
It keeps kicking me out. I can't even.
Maybe from your phone?